This is some information that I would give to a younger version of me. You know, if I was, if I was, 17, 18 years old, uh, right at the peak, you know what I mean, just becoming a man, like that transition from a kid to a man, from a boy to a man, you know what I mean, from a young man to a grown man, right? That transition when you 17, 18. And you need direction. Like the first thing I'm gonna tell you, you 17, 18, you about to go to college, or it's almost time to leave mama house or whatever. Um Off rip, if I could go back and tell myself something off rip, get a skill. Cause when you got skills, they'll pay you. You gotta develop the type of skills where you're not disposable, right? You can't just be on the assembly line. Anybody off the street can work that, so you disposable. They're not gonna pay you what you worth. But if you got skills to where you in high demand, or where they need you, the money change. For example, if you a plumber, right? That's a skill. They need plumbers, bro. You know what I mean? So if I'm 17 or 18, the first thing I'm gonna do is try to get a skill. That way I can demand a dollar amount where I can maneuver, right? You're not living paycheck to paycheck. You're not average, right? A good plumber can make six figures. That's above average, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a skill. Welder, skill, right? Something of the sort. So right off back, man, if you ain't got no skills, you're not going to demand the type of money that you need to maneuver if you want to grow. If you want to go from 0 to 100, there's a process, right? So don't waste a bunch of time. Go out and go to one of these trade schools or something and get a skill. That way you can actually make some money, right? Number 2, right off rip, right? Your most expensive bill is gonna be housing, right? So off rip, I'm trying to kill that. You need a place to lay your head. You know what I mean? So if I'm 17 or 18, bro, I'm going to get a skill, and I'm gonna use my wages to get some inexpensive housing. You ain't gotta get your future house right now. Just get something that's yours, right? Like, man, I'm going to get something cheap, like the cheapest house in my city. You know what I mean? Something that I could pay off quicker than later. Even like the tiny homes is blowing up, 50,000, 60,000. Go grab. It's just you, right? Go grab that. Knock that out. Knock that living expense away. That way in 5 years or 10 years, you in a position where all your money is exposable, right? Because I got a skill, I'm making decent money, I got housing, right? You know what I mean? So everything else, now you can build. That's the foundation. You need that. You can't build until you got a foundation. So right off rip, if I'm 17 to 18, I got my plan is to get a skill. Boom. 2 years, 3 years, both. You know what I mean? Now I'm making close to 6 figures. You know what I mean? I'm making above average money. Right? So if I'm 17 or 18, I got a 4 or 5 year plan, really 3 or 4 years, right? To get a skill to make above average money. Whether that's college, whether that's a trade, you put 3 or 4 years in off rip to make above average money. And within that second year, if you climbing up the ladder, I'm trying to knock my housing out the way. You know what I mean? I'm trying to kill that. You know what I'm saying? So I can move forward. And number 3 quick tips, knock them out. Find a mentor, right? Find somebody who's living your future life. Whatever lifestyle you want to live, find somebody that's living that lifestyle and grab as much information as you can. to put yourself in a position. Follow his road, his footsteps, or you know what I mean. Try to get a jump start on that. Those are the number one three things that I would do, or I would tell my 17 or 18-year-old self. Get a skill, knock your housing out, and find a mentor that's living your future life. That'll put you on a path to success. You know, we got it. We got chaotic.